what happens? You get weaker. So this is why we have a gym. You have a gym near you? Yeah, in your house. You should, yeah. So now we understand that your body benefits from some amount of stressors, no? Again, the Solar Brothers benefit from amount of stressors up to a point. So for example, if you lift 50 kilos, you're going to be okay. If you lift 5,000 kilos, or put 5,000 kilos on your shoulders, you're going to have trouble. Okay? So up to a point. And then the other thing is, it's the same mechanism. If I lift 10 kilos, I benefit a lot more than 10 times 1 kilo. You see? This is how you see how that convexity, that nonlinearity works for your human body? If I lift 100 kilos, it's a lot better than 10 times 10 kilos. Up to a point. Okay. So, another thing, when I wrote Antifragile, nobody had heard of heart rate variability, not even myself. What is the best predictor of human death? The single best predictor of human death.
Predictor of human death?
Yes.
Don't tell me cholesterol.
No, steady heart rate.
Steady heart rate?
Yes. It means you're not varying with the environment. The environment is not steady. You have noise, randomness, even within your system, there's noise. And it means you're not modulating to it. So, having an unsteady heart rate is actually good for you. They call it heart rate variability. Not only that, but since then, the Apple Watch measures your HRV, they call it, heart rate variability. I'm sure many people have. How many here have an Apple Watch? Or a Garmin watch? Okay, so you're measuring heart rate variability, right? And what people don't generalize from this to capital markets. What's the best predictor of a bankruptcy of a hedge fund?
Stable returns.
Stable returns. High Sharpe ratio to stable returns. We did that in 2008. The one that had the most stable returns went bust. What's the best predictor of a bankruptcy of a company? Steady revenue, not growth, steady revenues. Now, let me tell you, it means you have a contract with someone and you're not adapted to the environment. So, let's continue about nature. So we have to distinguish now between natural systems that require volatility, use it or lose it. And you know, when I wrote Antifragile, I was very upset with the treatment of the black swan by journalists. Still up to today, I still have problems with journalists that I drink chamomile tea and calm me down. But I was angry, because they didn't read the book. They read the table of content and then theorized about the book. So when I wrote Antifragile, I made sure it was impossible to understand the contents of the chapter by just reading the title. And my main chapter was called On the Main Difference Between a Cat and a Washing Machine. Okay? And what's the difference between a cat and a washing machine? Now, what's the difference between an organism and a human-made item like a measuring machine? Is that if I get angry and start banging on a washing machine, doing karate, my wrist, what will happen is my wrist will get stronger, but the washing machine is not going to get stronger if you beat it up. Okay? So the main difference between, things, let's put this way, biological, is that they improve from stressors because you get information about the environment via stressor and you upregulate it. So I can't concentrate. As I mentioned earlier, the biggest mistake is to think that you're lowering risk by lowering variability. And again, if I remember when I was a kid, they said, "Oh no, don't do too much exercise, you get sick." Or someone telling me when I had back problems, they said, "Oh, you should rest." the worst